Okay, I'm going to do a little video about raw feeding for you, Georgia, so you can kind of get an idea of what we do. Epic knows exactly where he eats breakfast. And I have forgotten to put the chicken out, so I'm going to have to thaw some. If I forget, I will thaw it in the microwave. I don't like to do that because it's not, you have to be really, really careful that you're not cooking the bones at all. But I just get it to the point where it's not quite so frozen and I eat it that way. Usually I take it out. This is my little freezer. It's kind of a mess. It's out in the garage. I pack up my meat into either 3 or 6 days, depending on what I have. This is the ground beef I get for their dinner, and the turkey, ground turkey. I get that at Walmart. It's pretty cheap. Publix, you can get a lot of stuff. This is beef heart, sliced, and it's like $1.59 for a bag, and that will last my dogs for 2 days for an evening meal. So you can do pretty cheap. Frozen peas, I just pop some of those in there. I use collard, mustard, frozen peas. A lot of human things get put in this freezer, and so it's hard to find the dog chicken when you need it down here at the bottom. Okay, here's my chicken. I buy it in 40-pound bulk. Usually lasts me 30 to 40 days. Usually about 36 days for 2 dogs. When status comes, well, not so much. But it's 3 days worth of food there, and I usually thaw that bag out, and I put it in the refrigerator in the garage. You can just leave it in your refrigerator. I put it in a pan. And if you have bigger bags, I ran out of bigger bags. Usually I do 6 days. So then I don't have to worry about thawing anything out for like 6 days. And Epic says, "Where is my breakfast? Gotta thaw." And then, let's see, I have a refrigerator out here. I buy this yogurt for them. Publix usually is pretty cheap, and so does Walmart. They have their own brand. I buy fat-free plain. You can buy full-free too, but the fat-free is fine. But I buy plain. I don't want any sugars or artificial colors or anything in your yogurt, just plain yogurt. I also buy a big thing of eggs, and I give eggs every night for dinner. And you can buy the big square thing of eggs, but if you're only feeding one dog, you could just buy, a dozen eggs, and you'd have 2 weeks worth of eggs for a night. My chicken usually goes in this pan, and that's where it is, so it doesn't bleed in my refrigerator. I thaw the chicken out, and then I'll show you giving it to them and how they act. Okay, so Epic is patiently waiting by the microwave for his chicken to come out because he absolutely knows where his chicken moves to. It's still kind of frozen, which is fine because I don't want these bones to get too soft. And if you do forget to take your chicken out, this is the way to do it. And you do still kind of frozen. And you ready? They eat in the garage because it's just cleaner. I used to feed out on the porch, but it's just easier to just give it to them in the garage. I'm hungry. Alibi, come on. Okay. And they know where they eat. There you go. Epic eats anything you give him immediately. Alibi has to think about it a little longer. Yours out. And she won't take it from you. You have to, whoa, oh crap. You have to throw it. And then hope she eats it. There. Can't have the rest of it, honey. Allie, eat your breakfast. Hurry up. Eat your breakfast. She's got to think about it. Every so often I'll come out here with a little bleach and just kind of spray off the places that they've eaten. I was going to get more footage of Epic eating his, but the chicken fell out of the bag onto the floor, so I had to get it. You're done. Oh, now keep eating. They pretty much, the way they eat these chicken backs is they crunch them, they flatten them out, and then they start to get pieces off. It's almost, they have so much bite pressure in their jaws that they can pulverize bones really, really easily, which is why you don't have the perforations and things like that. By the time this bone goes down, it is flat and pulverized. Even the bigger bones, like in the quarters, usually completely flattened out and pulverized. So because they have so much pressure in their mouth, so much bite pressure per pound, they can eat these just fine. Same thing with like neck bones, or not neck bones, but lamb ribs. You wouldn't think they'd be able to eat a bone like that, but they can. See, she smashed it all down, made it all soft, and then she ate it. It was that fast. So, and she pretty much ate the whole thing. Good girl, Alibi. You done? Get all your pieces? Fixes, I'll help you clean up. You helping? Are you? Good babies. You did a good job? Yeah. All right, come on, let's go in. Okay, so when they're done eating, I buy this antibacterial kitchen cleaner, Lysol. Always have it in my sink. If I'm packing up chicken, I spray the counters. If I'm, and then when they're done eating, what I'll do, Epic, honey, come on, move out of the way. I just kind of mist over where it was in the garage. Oop. And then I know there's no bacteria. And there we go. Just what we do. Okay. I was going to go over to what I do when we travel with raw. If I have the travel trailer with me, I can take raw. It's a little easier to take raw. But if I'm staying in a hotel like this weekend, I have a trial with just Epic, and we're just going overnight, I'm not going to worry about taking raw. This is called Honest Kitchen. I want to show you. It looks like it's powdered, and it's like a freeze-dried raw. And this is the Keen brand. This is the turkey-based diet. I took this to Nationals with me. You can get a big box for around $50. It makes 40 pounds of food. And lasts you a really long time. I take like maybe 3/4 of a cup of this, and I put water in it, and that's their meal. And the nice thing about this is it keeps their stools really, really, really regular and hard. So a lot of times at trials and stress and things like that, they can have loose stools, and this stuff firms my dogs right up, and it's usually what I travel with. I usually even take this with me when I have the travel trailer. I'll take chicken backs with me in the bag and put them in the fridge, and I'll take this and I'll put this in the cupboard, and they'll get this for their evening meal because it has everything in it, and the chicken in the morning. Usually, rule of thumb is I give my bones in the morning, and I give all of my variation of stuff in the evening: a raw egg, yogurt, sweet potato, and a meat. And I vary that meat every day. So it's one night it'll be gizzards, one night it'll be heart, one night it'll be kidney, one night it'll be ground beef or pork or turkey. If I can get ground lamb, I do it. If I can get lamb bones, I do it. I give those for breakfast. But my evening meals, I get canned mackerel and salmon. I get canned mackerel and salmon instead of the fresh because my dogs don't like fresh fish. They won't eat it. They look at me like I'm crazy. And the mackerel, they're still getting the fish, and it's actually really good for them. So one night they will actually get that. So I will do another video of tonight when I feed, so you guys can all get an idea of exactly how I feed and what I feed and what they get. Okay, see you tonight.